Guys. I'm in my car again, about to go into my workout class, and I have a little bit of time. So I decided to talk to you about unexplained infertility, which is often a diagnosis that women get when they go to their doctors, and basically they have all of their levels tested, all their hormones levels, everything checked. Their fallopian tubes are fine. Basically everything's where it should be, they're just not getting pregnant, and they call it unexplained infertility. So a lot of times women either come to me letting me know that they've had that diagnosis from a doctor, or they just recognize that that's what's happening in their own bodies. They're just not getting pregnant, whether they've been trying for a few months or a few years. Usually a doctor will tell you to try for a year and then come back, and then you can start talking about fertility treatments. And so women ask me if my products and my methods and the different things that I do work with unexplained fertility, and that's actually the best case scenario. That's kind of the best time to start using my products. They do work for other things like PCOS. I'm just turning my windshield wipers off. And endometriosis. But when you have unexplained infertility, usually what's happening is that there's an imbalance on a more energetic level. So it's in your body, it's kind of a low level imbalance that might be contributing to infertility, but it's nothing yet that's causing your numbers to go off. So your hormone levels are even. If this were to progress kind of unresolved, untreated, for a few years, maybe then your levels would start to go off. But for now, when there's unexplained infertility, your levels are kind of fine. But this is where, acupuncture and Chinese medicine and plant medicine really does well, because just like your imbalance is kind of at an energetic level, the plant medicine and the kind of more Eastern modalities also work at this energetic level. So sometimes women ask me, like, why is this happening to them? And usually, like, say I had 20 women come in with the diagnosis of unexplained infertility. They might come into my office, and each of them, all 20 of them, might each get a very different diagnosis from me in terms of Chinese medicine. And this could be like excessive heat in your body, dampness in your body, cold in your body, liver stagnation, spleen deficiency, lung deficiency. There's a lot of different possibilities. And I would treat them with acupuncture, moxa, ear seeds, basically everything you get in your fertility kit when you order a complete fertility kit, and definitely different herbs. And so basically, I'm going to go over a few of them that tend to be the most common, because obviously I can't go over all of them. But ideally you might kind of see yourself in one of those pictures. So a very common one that I mentioned is liver stagnation, or we can call this chi stagnation, when your energy is basically not flowing through your body as smoothly as it could be. What this would do in terms of Western medicine is throw off your cortisol levels, which over time will then throw off all your hormone levels. But this might not come up in like an FSH or LH test or a different fertility test. Your levels might be fine, even if your cortisol levels are high or your liver is stagnated. The liver in Chinese medicine is kind of what processes the hormones in the body. So it also controls the smooth flow of energy through your body. So anytime we get stressed, anytime we don't have a choice about something, we have to do something we don't want to, anytime we get kind of like irritable and grouchy, the liver energy is stagnating. It tends to stagnate a lot right before our period, because we need that like liver energy to get our blood kind of moving so that we can bleed. So often before our period, we might get really moody, or we might get breast tenderness. We might be like craving sugary foods or just kind of agitated. That's a good sign that we have liver stagnation. Another possible sign of unexplained infertility, which is can be kind of the next phase of liver stagnation, is when the blood starts to stagnate. So basically the energy flows with the blood, or the blood flows with the energy. If you don't have chi moving, your blood is going to stagnate, and this will happen for a variety of reasons. But this is more so if before your period or with your period you get like really cramping pain. This might actually progress to endometriosis or even fibroids, and then you do have a diagnosis, but it's still the same cause, which is that your blood is stagnating. And so in this case, and actually in both of those cases, we would just do some more invigorating herbs, things that kind of move your body and your energy more. So maybe milk thistle, maybe dandelion, things that kind of work with the liver more. I make my Bitches Brew tea, which has a lot of ingredients in there that are very moving. You also don't want to do like cold foods, cold beverages, because the digestive organs are lying close to your reproductive organs, and the idea is to keep things warm so that they can move. You know, if things are cold, you get kind of tight and cold. So heating pads are really good. My bath soaks are great because they have both the salts that are invigorating, but also the herbs and the essential oils that are invigorating. Another reason that we might have unexplained infertility or even recurrent miscarriage might be a spleen deficiency. Or a chi deficiency, an energy deficiency. So basically this is like you almost don't have enough energy to sustain a pregnancy. So your body might just not let you get pregnant, or if you do get pregnant, it might not have enough to kind of hold it in. The spleen is what holds things in and up. So you might see this if you have either a kind of long period that kind of goes on forever. The spleen is what holds things in and up, right? So if you're just kind of bleeding, this might be different from if you have extreme heat, where you might get like a really, really heavy gushing period. That's also lengthy bleeding without kind of the deficiency factor is that it's just kind of like a long kind of uneventful period. You might also get loose stools, like if you tend to have diarrhea, or everything you eat kind of goes through you, or you feel cold after eating. That might show you that all of your energy is going to digestion, and you don't even have enough energy to kind of keep you warm. You might feel cold often, so that might be a spleen deficiency. And in this case, I might have you use moxibustion or a more warming or like womb warming tea. And I think I have time for one more, so let's see, what should we do? Let's do blood deficiency. So that's a good one. You need a lot of blood and chi to get pregnant and to sustain a pregnancy, because you're giving a lot of your blood to your baby. So if you tend to maybe get like heart palpitations, or potentially floaters in your eyes, or you tend to be pale, or you've been diagnosed with anemia, or you might get like night sweats or hot flashes, these are signs that you might have yin, which is fluid or blood deficiency. The yin is like the substance of the blood. So these are all signs that you really need to nourish your blood and focus on nourishing your yin as well. So I have different teas for that. Goji berries are great for that. Those are in a lot of my teas. And in this case, you'd want to be doing more substantive kind of stuff, and really nurturing and nourishing your body. So this can be done through like more yin yoga practices, really getting good amounts of sleep, and also in this case, herbal formulas, and actually red meat are really important for nourishing your blood. Also beets are great for nourishing your blood. Lots of plant food, plant medicine, plants, like a plant-based diet, not based meaning no food, but like a lot of plants in your diet. I mean no meat, a lot of plants in your diet, because the chlorophyll, I guess, is really close to hemoglobin structurally. And maybe even just an iron supplement. So that's all the time I have for now, but if you have unexplained infertility, definitely check out my course, because there's a lot of information for you there, my 6-week Reset Your Fertility course, as well as the different products, because they are especially beneficial for you if you've been diagnosed with unexplained infertility. So hope that was helpful, and I've got to go into my gym class. Okay, bye.